I served in the Marine Corps from 2000 to 2004 as in the infantry in the initial invasion to Iraq. So I was in combat in 2003. It was about 6 years after combat that I fell into some pretty severe symptoms of combat stress. I didn't know what it was. I thought I was just dying every day. I was having these panic attacks thinking they were heart attacks. And life became really difficult to live. I was isolated. I wasn't comfortable in society. So I did a lot of studying in our brains to learn why my brain changed in combat. The first thing to realize is our brains are supposed to change in combat. It's a survival mechanism, and it's a good thing. If we're facing similar traumatic situations on a recurring basis, we're supposed to be able to have our bodies react to them before our thinking brains knows what's happening. But what happens is we don't realize our bodies are reacting to a life and death scenario when we're back in a safe environment. The 23rd Veteran started 4 years ago, and our purpose is to help veterans transition after a traumatic event in the military. So what we do with our 14-week program, we start with combating that isolation. We get a dozen veterans from a city, send them backpacking and rock climbing for a week in the mountains with an organization called Outward Bound. But what we do is build really strong camaraderie there for that week. So when we come back, we feel safe going out into town together. Not only do we feel safe with this new team, but we want to go out into town with this new team because we haven't had a team like this since we were in the military. Our target market is generally veterans that are isolated, maybe depressed, anxiety, panic attacks. We take them from that place of unhappiness, and through this 14-week program, bring them out to a place of being happy and successful and contributing again in society.
3, 2, 1, go!
We go to a CrossFit gym and we work out for an hour. And after each workout, we go through a very unique positive psychology program. And that's the heart and soul of this program. Is called our playbook. Everybody sits down and they go through 3 things they're grateful for that day. And then we continue with a discussion question that's based in accessing a couple of very important chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin in our brain. We add civilians halfway through, and they follow all the same rules: no drinking, no substance abuse, no complaining, no watching the news. And by having them participate with us and go through the vulnerability in the positive psychology, we can learn on a subconscious level to trust people we don't know again.
On mark, pitch that, go!
So to run this program, we need to raise money. It is funded by local individuals through a peer-to-peer fundraising event called the Nearly Naked Ruck March. So a ruck march in the military is a training event. It's where we put our packs on, we carry our weapons, ammo, everything we would need to go into combat, and we go for a long hike. So we're doing a civilianized version of that. This is where civilians are welcome to join if they want to raise money to help local veterans. And then we do this ruck march together, and we carry that weight, the amount of weight that we raised in the battle against combat stress. And what they put in their pack is clothes or food that we can donate to locals in need at the finish line. We just open up our packs and dump our pack at the finish line. The Nearly Naked portion is we encourage long underwear or patriotic, yoga type clothing. We have costumes out there. So our ultimate dream is no matter where you serve or what city you're going to, we're gonna have this 14-week transition for you. Every single graduate of the program, both veteran and civilian, has reported living a happier life and a higher quality of life having gone through the program.